I grew up dreaming big in a small house, where ambition was my escape from the ordinary. I'm Emily Carter, and I always pictured myself running a business, not just for profit, but to lift up people like me. The overlooked when I met James Parker. I thought it found my match. He was smooth talking, bold with a grin that lit up rooms. HD listened to my ideas plans for a catering companion, nod saying you've got something special, Em. I soaked it in, thrilled to have someone who seemed to see me. We'd sit for hours sketching out futures, and I believed HD stand beside me as I built mine. His confidence felt like a promise, and I leaned into it, thinking we'd climbed together. But as months turned to years, James's shine dulled, his encouragement twisted. Cut into my plans with, let me take the lead on this, waving off my input like it was nothing. You're not there yet, HTT say, his smile masking the sting. I wanted his approval so badly, I started doubting myself. Handing him the reins, my voice shrank, it hesitate. Second-guessing every move. I didn't see it then, how he wasn't building me up, but pulling me down. I kept hoping age guide us to success, blind to how he only cared about his own spotlight. My dreams, once so clear, started blurring at the edges. James's grip tightened, slowly itched. Critique my cooking gets fine, but it do it better. My style suggesting I tone it down for his sake. What felt like care turned into control. Age propped me up when it suited him, like when it whip up recipes for his pitches. But my ideas, too risky, HT scoff. Focus on me first, well, get to you later, ID nod. Convincing myself his wins were ours, even as my confidence crumbled. Friends saw at me, Sister Claire asked, where's the old Emily? It laughed it off, saying James just knew better. But deep down, a knot grew. He wasn't my partner. He was my cage. His career soared, and I was the silent engine. I'd stay up late perfecting menus. HT pitch as his never own. Mentioning me, you're my rock, HT say, grinning while I swallowed the bitterness. It suggests starting my catering gig, and HT. Now we need stability. I bought it thinking I wasn't ready, letting my vision fade. Claire cornered me one night. Eyes fierce, why are you his shadow? I bristled, defending him, but her words stuck. Lying awake, I did, lost myself chasing his empty promises. James pulled me away from everyone. Aged frowned at my plans with Clarthy, don't get used, until I stopped calling her. My world shrank to him, his needs, his goals. I'd prep his meetings, organize his life while mine gathered dust. We're a team, HD insist, but I felt like his assistant, not his equal. HD charmed me back when I walked. Sweet note, a quick hug, just enough to keep me hooked. My gut screamed he was wrong, but his words twisted me into believing I was the problem. The digs got sharper. You're lucky I stick around, head snap, tearing into my looks, my skills in front of friends. HD mock, playing it off as jokes while I burned with shame. I landed a small catering job once, proud of the cash, and he laugh. Ha, that's cute, but it's nothing next to me. I stopped trying, his voice louder in my head than mine. I clung to hope maybe HD softened, but his cruelty only grew. A cycle, I couldn't break it, snapped at a dinner party. He dragged me to it, worn a dress I loved. Hoping for once HD notice you're okay. He muttered, barely looking. He smoothed the room, ignoring me, then flirted with some woman loud. Shameless while I stood there invisible. I confronted him later, voice shaking. What's wrong with you? He sneered. You're paranoid. He needs someone who's not so needy. It hit like ice. I cried that night alone, but something shifted. I was done being his punching. Boogie deserved more. I started plotting my way out. I opened a hidden account, stashing bits from Odd Job, screening bake. I called Claire, spilling everything. You're enough, she said, fierce, and I clung to that. I tracked his barbs in a notebook, a very you're nothing every lie building armor. One night after he screamed, I'd never survive alone, I packed a bag, wrote I'm worth more, and left. The door clicked shut, and I exhaled it free. Life was raw at first in the apartment, no steady gig, scars deep. James bombarded me again, then cursing, but I blocked him, leaning unclear. I baked 4 cafes, took small catering jobs each when rebuilding. Me, the local chef, Margaret Lee, saw my hustle and offered mentorship. "You've got fire," she said, and under her wing I grew. Planning Carter's kitchen, my own dream alive again. I wasn't there yet, but I was rising unstoppable.